Hello and welcome to the channel. We are going to be doing another upgrade video today, and this is of a new pistol, and this is going to be an upgrade of my Tokyo Marui HK45 gas bow black pistol. Before we get started on today's video, if you like today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like our content and want to see more, and hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified when we post new content. So this is the Tokyo Marui HK45 pistol. This is the tactical version with the longer barrel that can take a silence suppressor or silencer or whatever. And this one is one of the first pistols I bought when I got back into Airsoft a couple of years ago. It's had a bit of a bashing, but this is generally a stock pistol. So I thought this would be a good pistol for a bit of an upgrade. So we're going to be doing a couple of things here, and let's look at some of the parts that are going into this. So the first set of parts is going to go into, and there's ones we're going to do today, is this guy here. This is a Maple Leaf Crazy Jet barrel. This is a 120mm barrel specifically for the HK45 Tactical. So this is the one with the longer barrel. There is a shorter barrel that's used for the standard HK45. And I'll be dropping the details of all the parts in the description. Next to this, we're going to be using a different bucking to our usual one. We're going to be using this Flamingo VSR gas blowback bucking, a 50A bucking. Next up, we're going to be popping in this. This is an RA Tech outer barrel, and this has a 14mm counterclockwise screw, so we can fit more standard trace units and suppressors onto it, because this guy does actually have a much wider, I think it's a 16mm. This is a metal outer, and I've taken the thing off because this is a pain to get on and off. The other things we're going to drop into this is a new hammer spring. This is a Laylax 9-ball hammer spring, and we'll be dropping that into the pistol. We'll also be dropping in a new piston head, and this is a Laylax 9-ball Dyna piston head wide. This is designed for the HK45, and we'll be dropping that one in. The other thing we'll be looking to drop in is this guy here, which is a Garda enhanced nozzle. So this is a slightly harder plastic polymer or nozzle, so we can use stronger gases in there without a risk of splitting the nozzle. The other thing that we're probably going to pop in this as well is this guy here. This is a Poseidon Ice Pick Golden, and it's essentially a little I guess, what is this? This is the kind of sort of piston thing that goes inside the nozzle here, to sort of valve essentially to regulate the gas. It's designed to sort of improve efficiency and so on of the pistol. So we're going to basically save these two items for the next video, and I've actually got another part which is on its way, which will go when we do these, which is a metal slide. So when we get to that stage, we'll basically be popping those in. So I'm going to pop these to one side. So we're going to concentrate on essentially what we've got here, and drop these into the pistol. So let's break down the pistol. So take the mag out, we don't need that. Let's open up and get the slide off, and then we'll actually do the hammer spring, because that's probably one of the easiest things to do first off. So let's get this kind of racked back, and we just need a pair of pliers to sort of lift this out. Pop that off, slide that back, and that pop comes off, and we'll be going into there in a minute. So this is the lower. So we need to get in the hammer spring, and that's in here. So we need a little thing, so we can pop that out. Just pop that out, and then this just pops off. Fairly straightforward. Now the hammer spring is in here, nice and easy. We can just actually just detension the spring, pop that down, and I found that basically you can just lift this out, and like so, take the old spring out. This is the spring guide. So what we'll do here is we will just coat that a bit of silicone grease, ready for the next stage, which is dropping this in. Oops, just check there's no instructions in there. Nope. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I think it goes in that way round. And we just, that cycles properly. I don't actually know which way around this is supposed to go. The other way we could stick this is this way around. And I think we'll leave it that way, and then we pop that on. It's really easy spring change on this one, 2-minute job. Just kind of make sure that's in. It's not going to come out, so that's that done. And next up is the slide. So slide's easy to deal with. Pop the recoil spring out. We don't need that. What we just do is pop this forward and pop this out. Now this is actually a really odd system. This here locks this in, and you actually can pry this out on here. However, there is an actual proper way to remove this, and I didn't realize this until relatively recently. On here there is a notch, and when it normally sits in, you can see it's kind of flush, but you just lift it up and bring it up to this notch, and you can undo this screw here. When you undo this screw, this plate comes off, or it comes loose, and it enables you to get this out. And this is actually pretty important for this outer barrel here, because this is how you actually fit it into here, because this is solid metal, it's not possible to bend, and that's how you actually get that back in. So we're going to do this the proper way. So I need my screwdriver. So grab my iFixit screwdriver, and we will undo this first screw. And we're doing a hop change here, so we'll pop our screws to one side, and effectively what this enables us to do is essentially pull this out like so, and we have that metal piece, and we have our outer, and our hop unit is like this. Put that to one side, and then we can open up our hop unit. There are 2 screws we have to undo for the hop unit. We'll take one out. And this one, if memory serves. That should enable us to open up the hop unit. And there we go. Make sure to keep all of these cogs in place, because that's there for the hop arm. Just lift our unit out. So we'll just keep these like this. This is the depression arm for the actual hop. As you can see, this is actually quite well squished. So I'm going to pop this off and just see that's basically our barrel. And we are going to swap it out for this guy here. So the other thing to note is that this barrel does actually have some different grooves on it, which is important for this barrel. And this is why this is for the HK45. So it can fit in there appropriately, because there are some specific things. So don't want that to roll away. We get our hop rubber. This is the Flamingo Bucking. So this is the bucking essentially developed by Sniper Mechanics. What we're going to do is get this all lined up and on there. Just check how that's actually kind of looking. That's kind of fine. So we drop that into place there, and see that's kind of there. That's held in place by, there's a little groove on that bottom side there, which is catching on this wider groove here. We drop this over the top like so, and that's going to do our depression onto the thing, onto the hop rubber. Just check everything's lined up, and then we can drop our screws back. And so fairly simple to actually, whoops. And then our second screw here. We don't need that. Put that to one side. And so we're going to use the metal outer barrel now. And so effectively this goes in this way, like so. As you can see, it's kind of flush with the end there. What we need to do is take this piece, and this is essentially going to kind of slot in like so. And then we have to kind of feed the barrel in. Oops, upside down. Actually, I just need to kind of orient this right. I need to figure out the orientation. Right, so it's, yeah, I had that upside down. So just pop that in. And I'm going to have to do it this way, and then this should slide in like so, and we should then be able to do this screw like so, back into the block, and not too tight, and that's now in there, and that's how it should be. And I actually spent, when I got this barrel, quite a bit of time trying to figure out how to get this together, and didn't realise that this notch is the whole key thing, that you basically build it together like that. And there's not many guides out there that actually talk about this. When you're upgrading these, this piece here is kind of the trick for this. So we can pop this back into the pistol, like so. And then we can take our recoil spring, just drop that back in. What I might actually do is just have a little set of the hop actually whilst I'm here. Yeah, that should be enough. I will, of course, play with the hop off line and get that kind of there is actually a kind of a catch that goes into memory serves. We'll rack that on the actual piston to get that right. But yeah, that should be fine. Just pop a little bit of grease, or it is pretty greasy. Sorry, a bit of silicone oil on there. Let's put this back on the slide. And then that's nice and stable, and then we can just cycle that cycles fine. It's good. And there we have it. We've changed the hammer spring. We have dropped on a new outer barrel, a new inner barrel, with a new bucking, and we have essentially got that sorted. And that is the Hk45 with the Flamingo bucking and Crazy Jet barrel, and the new RA Tech outer barrel. So it's quite a nice pistol. It's had a little bit extra weight, so the pistol now has a good bit extra weight. That outer barrel is pretty heavy. It cycles nicely, has a nice look to it, has clear texture. It is a bit dirty because my hands are a bit greasy on there. Good bit more weight to it. I say I am going to plan to put a new slide on this, but this should shoot a little bit better than it was. I'll do a bit of a kind of a test on this, and we will see next time when we do this. So the next installment of this video, I should have by then the new slide, which we will then basically fit. So the new slide will get fitted. When we do the new slide, we'll do the piston and we'll do the nozzle. We'll also do the valve. So essentially that kind of slide gets completely a bit of an overhaul. I'll probably be putting new sights on it as well. I haven't quite decided what sights I'm going to put on this, but then we'll have our Hk45 finished. Watch out for the USP compact video. That will be coming probably next week after we've posted this video, because I'm actually waiting for a part for that to come, and once that part's arrived, I can finish that off. Basically I have a recoil spring to fit on that and a hammer spring, so once those are done, that little series will be finished. This guy, I may be changing the recoil spring as well, if I can get a replacement recoil spring for this. But essentially, ideally I really want a recoil spring for this because you're going to have a heavier slide, so you're going to want a recoil spring to move that slide. So I will be looking into that as well. So with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.